A Texas State University school record holder has traded the spikes for the sidelines. James Ortiz, a former all-conference runner, is now a long-distance running coach at Giddings High School.
His mentorship has been especially valuable for one athlete, and their friendship is helping them heal together. For one final time here on KVUE News at 10, here's KVUE's Jake Garcia.
We're going to start with our 300.
When they toe the start line.
Okay, mid-distance, here we go.
And the countdown reaches 0,
2, 1.
A group of track athletes at Giddings High School
slow them down that much.
Starts their afternoon run.
Through the line.
They're looking for a relationship with running.
3:34.
A relationship that'll let them find the best versions of themselves. A relationship that'll connect their bodies and their minds.
I'm not going to lose any sleep because I have faith in you.
Lucky for them, they're learning from one of the best running minds in Central Texas.
We race Monday, Tuesday.
Coach James Ortiz.
Everyone see the schedule I posted?
A former all-conference runner at Texas State.
My school record translates for 1,500 somewhere to, maybe like a 406 mile.
Whose relationship with running wasn't always rosy.
I hit low points, low points.
In fact, turned rocky in 2006. Just before the second semester of his senior year.
It's supposed to just be another day. I was taking summer school, first day summer school, going to class on my bicycle, and everything just changed.
A garbage truck approaching head on.
He turned into me, and I could see that he couldn't see me. It's like the steepest hill in San Marcos.
James riding on the wrong side of the road because it had more space.
Like you try to stop, skid, go under the truck. And when I came to, I actually thought I made it through the accident. I mean, I woke up, no scratches on my hands, I looked over, my leg is just fine. I started to get excited, and then I see my leg in the distance, and it clicks. Like, the worst thing that could have ever happened to me just happened to me.
James lost his right leg because of the accident, and temporarily lost his ability to run.
Running is my life. And now running's taken from me. So I'm alive, but I'm not alive. Like, how is this possible? Spent a few days down there. And then you realize you don't want to be down there.
So soon he began to climb his way out, and an unlikely source helped him get back on his feet.
James was an animal.
Prosthetist Kevin Kimball.
Put him on the roads, he could hang with just about anybody.
A former track athlete at the University of Texas.
His doctor calls me and says, I have this young gentleman here who's probably going to lose his leg. Would you mind talking to him? And I was like, yeah, what's his name? And he said, James Ortiz.
And I remember waking up in the hospital, and the first person that I saw was someone that I competed against.
From enemies to allies, they worked together and turned their focus to a singular goal.
As a runner, knowing what that means to him, I understood that internally already, like, hey, this is where I have to get with this guy, and we have to do whatever we can.
One foot in front of the other.
It took me about a year before I could even walk again without crutches.
Kimball refusing to rest until he designed the perfect prosthetic.
As we went through the fitting process, we tried different things on him. Hey, this didn't work, this worked. This didn't work, this worked.
6 years later, a newfound relationship with running.
The reality is, I never want to forget what happened, ever. Just because if I can come back from being down there, like, I can overcome anything.
In 2015, James set the American record in the 1,500 for below-the-knee amputees.
Okay, here we go.
He's now hung up the spikes.
Ready?
Trading competition
2, 1.
for coaching.
Who are we waiting on? Let's go.
Helping high school athletes discover a relationship with running. A relationship that for 17-year-old Grace Fromme has been everything.
It's just part of who I am.
Because just like James, she's running to recover.
I got a special sling that keeps my arm attached to me so it doesn't move around and everything.
December 21st, 2020.
I was on a family vacation, snow skiing. Me and my brother went up for one more run down the slope.
Grace, unable to avoid a group of people in her path.
And I tried to dodge them, ended up full-on tackling them. And after I tackled them, it basically broke some nerves in my neck. Immediately, I had no recollection of my arm, and my arm's paralyzed now.
Grace, once a highly touted softball recruit, forced to give it up. So she turned to running.
Hey, I really mean it. You don't have to go crazy with it.
Into a coach who could empathize.
I think of the things that help me.
If you need something, I'm here. If you need something, I'm here.
You have someone close who's gone through something close, and I'm here for you.
Our stories are completely different, but there's still that same tie to it.
Two people who have found a relationship with running,
Let our sport change your life.
a relationship with each other that's helping them heal. In Giddings, I'm Jake Garcia.
Helping each other heal.
Inspiration, and he is there at just the right time for her, and I'm sure she'll be there for someone else down the road too.
I was going to say, what a
Paying
blessing.
it forward. Great job, Jake, as always. We're going to miss you around here, Jake Garcia.